何週くらいの
2ヶ月ぐらいですかね。
ありがとうございます。
All day long. And you're gonna ball me out for one night with my friends. You really think I'm stupid, huh? You think I'm gonna believe this? I'm not done talking to you. Don't touch me. What are you gonna do? Girl, me. You're hurting me. You think I'm a fool? Is that what you think? So is she pretty?
I'll be back at lunch.
You can talk. The least you can do is talk. Maybe you could use a friend too.
Like I said, I already have a friend.
I don't think you understand. I'm just kidding. How about a Heritage Grade Book for lunch?
あ、お疲れ様です。
のメニューを選んでください。操作キーを画面の指示に従って認証を行ってください。扉が開きます。ご注意ください。
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to be romantic.
Are you a sociopath? I mean,
This is I'm trying to not hurt you.
and I told you that's stupid and giving you. Okay, I don't really care what you think or I care about your actions, but what you do. And these mixed signals, I mean, peak shit. My God, just shut up about Henderson. It's not his fault, okay?
What do you mean?
Well, next thing I knew, I was landing in the that Henderson was in even bigger than
Oh, yeah, you said you don't get this.
You sound like the shit you can't tell my sister.
利用になる上または下の投入口に硬貨を入れてください。
大変失礼いたしました。申し訳ございません。
ご利用ありがとうございました。洗濯物の取り忘れにご注意ください。
대박.
Forever. Love is in these needles. The truth does not scare. This love, your friend is a sorcerer.
Today's the day. We're getting out of here. Where are we going?
It's the power of self.
음.
Do not love yourself. Okay, easy now. You're a wizard. Thank you. But this is not a cure-all.
너 한 번씩 갔다 올까? 되게 크다. 더 뿌릴 수 있어. 너 뿌려봐야지. 맛있다. 근데 이거 나에서 처음 보는 스프가 있었잖아. 처음에 나왔을 때 되게 이뻐서 스타일이 신나고 한쪽 파이트 써가지고 너무 컬러풀이 나왔어. 나 하나만 먹으면 돼. 너 먹어.
ライブ配信みたいなのをしてて、最近勉強赤みたいなの作ってさ、でも、勉強界隈さ、なんかだけど勉強界隈と勉強のそのなんか ADHD の話をしてて、ちょっと異質な